Rock and roll, higher.
Out of sight. Let's clean them up.
How are you doing, rock and roll?
Okay, I guess. I feel like I just took a tidal wave without my surfboard.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Rob and I'm back at DESTRO'S desk again. And oh boy, we've got a good one today. I finally tracked down Craig Rock and Roll McConnell. I could not find this guy anywhere. Sold out, GameStops around here, no one had him. I was very lucky that one of the managers of a GameStop near me was able to bring him in from another store farther out in Ontario here, and brought it to the store, and I went out and picked him up. So I got this guy the other day, and I can't wait now to get him opened up, because out of everything I've seen online and the pictures and everything, this guy, he looks awesome. I can already tell this guy is going to be an awesome figure. Right up there with Shipwreck in this wave. I thought Shipwreck was amazing. Just did Copperhead. He was looking great. So far, everything from this wave has been awesome. So let's take a closer look at the box, and let's get Rock and Roll out here, and let's see how awesome he is. So, all right, so the plastic-free packaging, we've got an awesome picture right on the front here of Rock and Roll as the figure itself. We've got a space shuttle in the background there. I'm not too sure what's up with that. I'm sure that is a teaser or is something, means something, but I'll have to look into that. He's got his awesome looking artwork picture right here. He's got that the old two fingers up, the old rock and roll salute. Up top we got lots of accessories with this guy. We've got looks like we got a radio or walkie-talkie. We've got a heavy artillery machine gun. We've got a small revolver, handgun. We've got this helmet, which I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, this helmet looks wicked. And for the first time in a while, we have some extra hands with this guy. So all in all, the front of the package looks awesome. I think they did a really good job. G.I. Joe, Craig Rock and Roll McConnell with the G.I. Joe logo there. On the side, he's number 71 in this series. As you can see, you've got your blue QR code there with the symbols, so you can check out some other details about rock and roll. On the back, again, we get to see what all comes in the package. We got Rock and Roll standing at 6.4 inches or 163 millimeters. Again, all the accessories, which are looking pretty sweet. Rock and Roll has some tattoos, and he has the most tattoos out of any figure that's been out so far. So we'll have a close look at that. And he likes his bullets. He's got lots of them. So yeah, there's the package overall. You got the artwork on the side again, which is a really great looking picture of Rock and Roll there. Really like that with that tattoo on his hand. It looks really neat. Alright, so let's get this guy opened up, and we'll get the weapons out and accessories, and let's have a closer look at this guy. Alright, so again, let me open this up from the bottom. I just prefer the bottom. And we'll get that the figure out. And the accessories case. There we can see we've got Rock and Roll. Number 71 in the series, the Joe logo right there. And there's our tissue paper bag of all the accessories. And there he is right there. Rock and roll is looking pretty sweet, man. Really like this guy. Alright, I'll get these out of the package. We'll get them standing up and we'll go from there. Hang on a sec. Alright, there is rock and roll. Looking beautiful right out of the box. We've got quite a few accessories with this guy, so let's get through them. So first of all, we have what looks like a little two-way radio, walkie-talkie. So we have that there. We've got it's in brown. I believe that's brown plastic. It might be a paint app there. And we've got some green, some hunter green on there. Making some calls to old Flint or Duke. So that pegs on them. We have got a small gun. Just straight up black plastic. Nothing super special about that. But he has that gun which will go in its holster. This helmet looks awesome. Like, really. There is a lot of detail molded into it. He's even got a little pouch here on the back of it. So that's in brown. There's some brown paint apps here on the earpieces. And we've even got that, I think old rock and roll might like to be a surfer in his spare time or hanging out on a beach, because he's says hang 10 on his helmet, so that's awesome. That looks really good. But that's probably the best helmet I've seen. Can't wait to see that on the figure. We've got a little box here. This is for the bullet rounds to go in. So that, I believe that hooks onto the side of the gun. And we've got this very large heavy artillery machine gun, all molded in black plastic. There are stands on the front here, so we can lay down to fire away. So that'll stand. They're just in a green plastic, no paint apps on these. The gun, kind of wish it was a little bit harder plastic. It's got some movement to it, which I wish they didn't have that. I don't know why they can't just put a solid plastic on there, but overall it's in not too bad shape. It's fairly straight. I've seen some of them come out of the packages and bent, so that's all right with me. And we have got these bullet rounds that will go from that little box and go through the machine gun. We've got some paint apps in there. You get the brown holder with a ton of gold bullets, and it is flexible, totally flexible. Move it any way you want. So that's pretty neat. And finally, we have got his hands. We've got a fist right hand, and we've got those rock and roll metal saluting fingers pose with that jaw of a skeleton on the outside of his hand. So that looks neat. So we'll be able to hold that up in front of his face like that when he's posing. So that's cool. Alright, so there's the accessories. Let's have a look at rock and roll. So let's see up close. Well, the head sculpt looks really, really well done. He's got some dirty blonde hair. It's got a bit of a dark wash to it, so it's to show some detail in there. Same with his beard. Beard looks really well done. No problems with the paint apps, like Shipwreck had a little bit on the side where the paint didn't go up right as far as the detail of the beard, but with Rock and Roll here, it looks right spot on. So they did really well with that. The face and the eyes look awesome. He's got even a little bit of a smirk to his mouth there. But that head, that's probably one of the best ones I've seen of this whole classified series. That's awesome. So, then from there, we've got, he's wearing the colors, his original figure, the original 3 3/4 inch line. He was all in dark green fatigues. This one, they've added some of the lighter color here, this grayish white, off-white color. Kind of a cream, actually, I guess you could call it. Which basically just go from under his shoulders down to his waist, and his shoulders are in that dark green color. He's got the bullet belts crossing around him, which those are on there. Those I don't think will be able to come off unless you take the arms off. But so that looks really neat. Bullets look awesome. He's got his sleeves rolled up on his arms. So there's that creamy color, off-white color there, showing the sleeves rolled up. He's got a utility belt on him, brown plastic. Lots of compartments on there for all his needs. He's got a water bottle on there. He's got a pouch on the back. And there's a peg hole here, which is for the, I believe is for the radio, or phone. Phone radio that he's got there. And those arms, the usual GIJOE arms, bear arms, look really good with detail. But with this guy, we have tattoos, and we have got lots of them. So he's even got the gold mom tattoo there with the heart. You see that. This one up here is looking like there's a skull in there. I'm not too sure around it, but it looks like a skull in there. This one, I believe, there's like a koi fish on his forearm. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but it's like a koi fish on there. So that's his right arm, his left arm. Can't quite make out what's on there. I think there's another skull in there too. He likes his skull tattoos. And not really sure exactly what's on the forearm, but the tattoos, just them being there, they look good. They don't look too like bright on there. They look like they're actually on his skin. So that's awesome. I think they did a really good job with those tattoos. I hope future figures, if they need to have tattoos on them, I hope they continue with that, because they've done a really nice job. On his arm or wrist here, he also has another holder for some bullets, probably for his handgun. He's got a bracelet on his right arm on the wrist. And his hands, as you can see here on this hand, same as the other one that you get with the figure. It's got that bottom jaw of a skull. So, you know, when he holds it up to his mouth, it'll look like that. So we'll take a look at that later a little closer. So top half of the body looks great. Bottom half, again, pants are in that dark green, dark hunter green. Basically top to bottom. He's got brown paint apps on the knees for some knee paddage. He's got the holster on his left leg. Actually, on both legs. The right side will fit his gun. The other side is molded closed. As you can see there. The only thing with these, yeah, sometimes they can slide down a little bit, but generally they stay somewhat in place, so it should be fine there. With the boots, you get a pair of brown boots on them. Typical to the standard boots we've kind of seen, some buckles around there. Looks like there's some armor plate on the front. Nothing painted though. It's all just in a brown plastic. But overall, from the front, looking really good. Same with the back. As I said, peg hole here for the radio. We have a peg hole up here also. I'm not sure if there's anything to go in there with this guy. I don't think so. But that peg hole is there for a backpack. So yeah, as a figure, so far Rock and Roll has not disappointed, and I am super pumped that I got this guy. Like, really, this is one of the best on the line so far, just from looking at him right out of the box. So anyways, I'm gonna get this gonna get these accessories on him and see how they look. All right, and there is Rock and Roll with all his accessories on him. I'm not gonna lie, it's tricky getting everything to just kind of stay in a sort of certain way. I guess depending on how you want to display them, it's a little finicky with some of how the bullets fit there. From what I'm seeing, this box here is this box for the bullets. Comes out of there. Put that the bullets coming out and through the gun. I believe that's how that's supposed to be. Gonna have him holding on to that to support the bullets coming out there as they go through his machine gun. There he is holding the machine gun. Fits pretty good. Trigger fingers just barely kind of sits in there. Not as good fitting as other figures, but nonetheless not too bad. We've got the handgun in its holster here. We've got that walkie-talkie or two-way radio. We've got that on his belt. And then there's that helmet. That helmet looks great on his head. It fits perfectly, just sits on there nice. Doesn't look too bulky, not too big. Especially with all the hair detail on him, it fits on there really well. So I couldn't be more happy with that, the head sculpt and how that helmet works and how it looks. So just from first impressions, after seeing this guy out of the box just like this, I am quite happy with it. Really, like this is a great figure. This wave has been awesome, probably one of the best. But so there he is with his accessories. I'm going to switch his hands, and I'll show you the other hands in there and how he can be. All right, I switched up the hands, and also I'll do a quick little look here at the articulation with all Rock and Roll. So I left this helmet on because it just looks so wicked. But we'll take that off. His head, the standard, up, down, left, right. Lots of movement on his head. His head actually spins 360, so if you want to do some exorcist stuff there, you can. But so there's his head. As usual, arms straight out at the shoulders, so no problem there. Legs, do the good old Rock and Roll splits, no problem there. The drop down hip joints there. You got your thigh twist, which is fine on both legs. The usual, the pinless knees. Again, this one, just like Copperhead, the knees are moved pretty well for posing. He's got the ab crunch, so there's lots of movement there. And he's got the usual for his boots. We got the twist there on his shin, and for his ankle we've got the side to side, up and down. So lots of movement there on the ankles. So yeah, articulation same as usual. Everything seems to be fine. Nothing too tight. So just tight enough for posing. So that's good. And so yeah, there's those hands. So we got that old Rock and Roll salute. I like that. And this side we have a fist. If he wants to punch out any of Cobra's henchmen. But there you go. Articulation's good. And as we see quite often, there's that that salute with the hand kind of covering his mouth. That looks good. I like that. All right. As you can see, there's lots of movement there. Poses really well. Throw that helmet back on there. I think he's saying, "Yo, Joe." All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna put all the accessories back on him. We'll do a spin, and you guys can have a look at him with everything on, full 360. What a great looking figure. All right, there he is, rock and roll, all posed up. Looking sweet. One thing I just wanted to mention too while I was doing that, I noticed that the bullet box for all the rounds, it will also connect to the side of the gun, so it fits on his gun and fits on his belt. And it also comes with I totally missed that piece, comes with a very small little few rounds that you can make it look like they're all in the box, and just coming out a little bit, and really nothing coming out the other side. So you can look at it that way, or you can use the full piece too. So he's got lots of options. So let me know what you guys think. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think of rock and roll. Have you got them yet? Have you pre-ordered them? Are you waiting for your delivery? Or are you on the fence and you don't know if you should get them? Well, I can tell you from just opening them up for the first time that this is just another great figure from this line. I don't see hardly any flaws at all in this guy. They did an excellent job with him, and I am so happy that I was able to get a hold of them and now have them for my shelf. So yeah, there he is, guys. Great looking G.I. Joe classified figure, newest wave. It's a great wave. I think all I've got left to do is scrap iron, and that video is coming out next, as I was able to get the whole wave. I've also got the red shirt bazooka, and I'm going to I'll do an unboxing of that too. So eventually we'll have the whole wave done here, but so far from what we've opened up and shown, I couldn't be happier. This is a great wave. And we'll do the 360 of rock and roll, given that salute. What kind of music do you think, what kind of rock do you think rock and roll loved back in the early 80s? Or was it even punk music? Could have been the Sex Pistols, or possibly the Clash, or just some heavy rock and roll. This guy definitely likes his heavy artillery. He's kind of up there with Roadblock, so they'll look good together on the shelf, definitely. Sporting their huge weapons. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please give me a sub. The channel lately has really been growing, and I'm totally happy with all your support. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the comments. So hit that sub button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you like what you saw here, and hit that bell, because like I said, I've got a few more videos coming out shortly. Like I said, I'm gonna do scrap iron and gonna do bazookas. So those will be coming up soon. But for right now, there he is, rock and roll, Craig McConnell in all his glory. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.